comes with it. Yes, they're going to talk about you. Yes, you'll be criticized, but it comes with walking in the purpose. So are you going to punk out and be passive because somebody said something about you? Or are you going to walk in the divine call of the divine God who has given you a purpose to walk in? Where are the progressives at? I need some energy right here. I need some energy right here. Almost 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Dougie Fresh, you're on.
6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Dougie Fresh, you're on. Yo, man. 2019, man. Into 2020. Yeah, that was a really dope time for our New Year's Eve service. And man, we had a great time that night. A lot of giveaways and prizes and surprises. And that was the message we preached. God was actually giving us what the theme was going to be for 2020. And it's in that sermon that you all just watched where the theme was manifest. We knew that 2020 would be the year of manifestation, right? Yeah. And so we were just excited about it, left out of there celebrating, hugging, crying, and everybody excited about the future, right? And then we got into January, and things were rolling pretty good, right? What y'all think?
Yeah, pretty good. Nice. At the Men's Day service.
Yeah. Men's Day service was, yeah. The brothers were singing on there.
They was getting
and if I was just anybody, I'd say it's all good, but I know better. It's all God. Everybody was on their own key, but that don't matter. That was then. We didn't rehearse that or nothing. We just flowed, man. But it was that Men's Day. That was the first service that we had of the year, our Men's Day service, and I thought it was just a phenomenal time with the brothers coming together to do that. Listen, we just gonna recap the year. We gonna talk about what happened in 2020. We're gonna also go through the year so that you all could see that God kept his word as it relates to the Gathering Place Worship Assembly. He told us this was the year of manifestation, and God did just that, because sometimes people feel like they should just throw the whole year away. And we're not going to do that. We're not going to throw it away. We're going to show you how good God has been to us even through this pandemic. So yeah, like we were saying, did the Men's Day service. It was booming. We were ready to go to take 2020 on. And after that wonderful service, I mean, the brothers showed out. We had about 50 brothers that showed up. Just brothers, not including the women and children. The men showed up. And they had a great time. So we were ready to take on 2020. And so we leaving church, you know.
And then we got that news.
Kobe died.
Kobe.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
That was the same day.
Yeah.
Kobe, man. And just to see that, the kind of drive that he had reminds me a lot of the ministry, the way we do ministry. Yeah. The drive that we had to focus and we had. So like to lose him, but just to see the example and the imprint that he left on the world.
Yeah.
I'm talking about with his dedication, with his hard work, the time he put in, the effort that he put in. This man was like no other.
Yeah.
So it was just something, just to lose him, but still have his example left.
Yeah.
Like you, and as Kim said, he left this world full. He left
Man.
this world full doing everything that he was called to do.
Man, you do what you called to do, and I think your presence can be appreciated sometimes in your absence. Mm-hmm. You know, who you were is sometimes seen in your absence, and the impact. And I know Kobe probably knows that he was a great influence, but man, I don't know if he knows how great of an influence that he was, to many people around the world. But man, it's hard to believe that was in 2020. That was this year. Yeah. It's hard to believe that was in January of this year, just because of everything that we experienced. We just had a whole lot of ups and downs, throughout this year, ebbs and flows. But man, it was a wonderful year nonetheless. But that was just in January.
Right.
In January.
Yeah.
We did the shelter, which we love to do.
Yeah.
Go to the shelter. Go to the shelter. They are so grateful, but we love the conversation they have, and it's never just like, oh, this and this. It's always, who made this? Lady P here? Who put this? Pastor and his, what's the soup? The soup.
That chicken noodle soup.
The soup.
Chicken noodle soup. Had to make that.
That big old red pan.
Yeah.
Bring me all the cans, just throw everything.
I really enjoyed that. And it was actually, it wasn't service, but we were in ministry still. You know what I mean? Like, I really love going out there and talking to like the people of the shelter. That was my thing. That was your thing,
Maya. Maya knew everybody.
I love going out there.
Oh, that's what's.
Yeah.
They
should get them extra plates. That's what one on the side.
Just go out there and lead the prayer and everything.
Yeah.
She was. You know, one of the things about this ministry though is that we didn't just do things during holiday seasons. That's what I love about the church.
Yeah.
You know, every month we were down there cooking. That's pretty much one of your things that you enjoy, Missy.
Always good.
Cooking, yes, God.
Yeah, for sure.
What did he say?
Back there, like, let me just taste this.
Right.
We don't take part. We're not gonna take part in, eating the food. We just here to serve. Well, let me get a little taste. Make sure it's good to serve.
I'm not taking part. I'm just taking a part.
Make sure it's good. Just gotta make sure it's good to serve.
But she would cook like she was cooking at home.
Absolutely. It was never anything that was just put together. It was always, everything was hot.
Yeah.
Everything was hot.
Yeah.
Not microwave, like on the stove.
Yeah.
It was cooked. Everybody was back there sweating, but it was so worth it because their faces, when them things open, I love seeing that.
Oh yeah.
And they face, they'll be like, "We ready."
We go out there, read the menu to them. They were very excited, and then we were known. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying it wasn't just a lunch for them hamburgers and sandwiches. It was a Sunday meal.
Yeah. Yes.
And they look forward to that on our Sunday. On our Saturday that we came. You know, we laid it out for them. 2 meats. I had to have 2 meats for them. It was like, no, we got to get 2 meats. We got to find a way to get them 2 meats and some sides and make it happen. So it was worth it.
Matter of fact, they used to. I didn't know at the time that they would put on the calendar who was coming when. And so when we would come in, it was like, we were expecting y'all. We looked at it on the calendar. So
running up to the door.
Yeah, running to the door.
We couldn't even get in the door good. And they, hey, Pastor J.
Yeah.
And then, the church.
Absolutely.
I mean, I just go off what he say, any church that's not in the community. That's in the community, but not
doing nothing for
doing anything in the community. You got to get out the community. Get out the community. And ministry is not just in the building. It's outside. I feel like that's where ministry really is. It's outside of.
Give her the mic, y'all.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead?
I want to because ministry is not a favor. It's a lifestyle. Like, it's not just something you just do. It's something you live by.
Our job.
Yeah, it's a hobby, right?
You live.
I like that.
Who said that?
Keyshawn.
Right. Yeah, I think church is what we do when we go to the building. Service is what we have when we leave.
Yes.
And so we were built on not just going to church, but having service. And so it's been a blessing, man, to be able to do that. And we have formed connections even through that. And we didn't go there for people to become a part of the church. Matter of fact, for the first 8-9 months, we didn't even mention our church or anything like that. It wasn't until they asked us, where are you located? Then we told them, because our intent for doing it was not to get members. It was there to serve, whether people come to the church or not. And so I think that was a blessing with our community cares, GPWA community cares. I love it. We do it every month, And that was what? January? Wow, we just in January. Man, listen, y'all got to stay tuned. We got some great stuff happening tonight, and we got some giveaways that's coming. Matter of fact, I think this would be a good time after this commercial break to do a giveaway, all right? Stay tuned. We're about to do one now. As promised, we are going to announce a couple winners for our giveaways. All right, so we're gonna give out some cash apps tonight for the end of the year.
That
so
money, baby, get that money.
Yeah, Jada gonna pull 2 names right quick. These are people now who follow us on our social media platforms. So we just put the names in there in the bucket, and so she's gonna pull. We're gonna do 2 names. So let's get the first one. Who's the first one to receive the cash app for the night?
Deborah Thrash.
Deborah! Here, check it out. Check your Cash App. We're getting ready to send you your cash gift for tonight. Thank you for being a supporter on our social media platforms. The message gets out because of people like you. You like it, you follow it, you share it, and we thank you for that. Let's do one more. Well, one more. I'm feeling good. One more.
Valerie Meyer.
Valerie. Man, Valerie is one of our virtual members, actually, from Connecticut, from New Britain, Connecticut. And she's on faithfully. Wow, look at you, Valerie. Wow. Praise the Lord. All right, congratulations. Look for something in your Cash App. Just a small token of appreciation. Thank you for following us again on our social media platforms. All right. Man, I know time is moving. We still got to get to the church because I got to still preach and give y'all this prophetic word for the night, right?
Right.
So what we at? February?
Yeah.
Man, what happened in February? We had
Love and Basketball.
Oh, Love and Basketball. Listen, wasn't it good, babe? Our Love and Basketball. This is from our Marriage Works parts of the ministry. And man, we flow. One of the things I love about our church is that we are not confined to any other person's expectation of what they deem church or church people to be. We are defined by how God has given it to us. And we had Marriage Works where married couples can have a good time, and we ate good, we danced, and
it was sold out.
We sold out. That's right. We sold out. It was a ticketed event. We sold out. Love and Basketball.
Yeah.
So everybody had to wear their jerseys and Valentine's Day.
The same weekend as All-Star Weekend.
That's right.
That's why it was called
Love and Basketball. I see what you mean.
You see how we did that? Yes.
It was dope though. It was a really good time, man, and people came from all over Chicagoland to be a part of this experience. This was our second year. Our second year. Was it? Our second year. People enjoyed the first one that we had done, and it was a great time. So this one, it was our second one. A tremendous time, and man, I loved it. Yeah, I can't wait for the next one. Look at some of those scenes that we've been showing you, man, with people dancing. Just shows you the good time that we had in February. What else we have in February after that?
We went to the shelter again, but it's the Valentine's Day version. We had the sponsors, there people helping out, giving stuff for Valentine's Day.
That's right.
It was so much love. So much love. It was beautiful.
We had Women of Self-Love.
Yeah.
That helped out. That's Ebony Lee, CEO, and over that organization, Women of Self-Love. They partnered with us. We've had some other people to partner and donate so that we could help the people at the shelter and provide and show the love of God even during that time. So that was good, man. We had Love and Basketball. We had the shelter, what you call it, Valentine's Day style? Something like that.
We went skating, Youth Inc.
Youth Inc. was skating out there. Almost broke ankles.
Man.
See, I can't skate, but I was a very good coach. I was coaching.
He wasn't even trying.
I went out there one time, and then I was like, that's enough. And then when everybody was coming around, I was like, good job. I'm a very good skating coach.
It was a really good event. It was really, really, really fun.
You was like, come on, man. You can do it.
Literally.
That's what's up. I loved it.
Good time. Then we got to March, and that was the wonderful Meals and Mentors.
That was
dope.
That was dope.
We had Lavelle Stepter, and we had my sister Kimberly Perdue, and myself. And so 3 people in 3 different entities and areas to talk to some young people. We had young people come from Chicago, and we helped them to develop marketing plans and find out what their gifts were and talents, and try to give them some direction. And so Meals and Mentors was, that was a dope concept.
You had 3 mentors and gave them some meals.
Man.
You feel me?
Ooh, that's good, Jay. That's good.
She owned you tonight, Jay. That's because it's the last day of the year.
Okay.
Well, speaking of Kim, then we had the Epic.
That's right.
Their outing.
Oh, yeah.
What is it called?
Bottles
and Bottega. That's right. That was good for our singles, That was good, man. That's wow. See, when you recap, you start to realize there was a whole lot going on. So when people talk about we didn't do nothing at the church, I'd be like, where were you at?
Right.
There was a whole lot. I'm tired.
Right.
We've been working.
And we just in March.
It's just March.
Just March.
Wow.
First 3 months of the year.
Absolutely. What else we have in March?
Well, that was the last Sunday in the building.
Yeah.
With the service?
Yeah, last service. Yeah. That's when everything ceased.
We had our last service in the hotel.
That's right.
Yep.
In the hotel. That was the last service in the hotel and our last service in the hotel.
That was powerful, that service.
In the direction of what God want to do. And so he know where he want to stop at. He know where he want to minister at. Listen, if your heart has been broken, if you're struggling emotionally, I want you to walk down here. I don't want you to be embarrassed. I want you to come. There's an anointing for you. Come on, that's right. Come. How come y'all not rejoicing? Hallelujah. Come on. Come on down. Y'all surround me. We're going to pray. I'm going to do it corporately. We're going to do it, but I want you to come if you're here. I'm talking to people who have their heart broke. Sometimes it's hard to praise because my heart broke. My heart broke. God, I want to lift my hand, but my heart gone. And I heard, come on, brothers. Come on, give God praise. Come on, young men. That takes courage to walk down here. To admit that, man, my heart is hurt. Come on, hallelujah. He gonna heal your heart today. I said he gonna heal your heart today. You got 30 more seconds. I said, come on down. If your heart has been hurting, I want you to come down. If your heart, I cannot heal you. Jesus said, I've come to heal the brokenhearted. If your heart is in pain and turmoil and confusion, if it's hard for you to rest, if it's hard for you to sleep, if your day is being disturbed, he said, come on, because we're going to tell them.
That man.
And you talk.
God knew that. God knew that.
Yes.
He did.
And yeah, the way you were led by Spirit and you stopped and said with the song, I forget.
Tell me where it hurts.
Tell me where it hurts.
Sing it, Maya.
Let it go.
But no,
It's
just. I don't even want to say a coincidence because, like I said, it was Spirit led, and you stopped there, and that just happens to be the last service, and then we go through all of this hurt for 2020.
And you know what's tripped out too? We all also came to the altar.
Yeah.
We had so many young people. Everybody was coming to the altar. We just cried out.
Yeah.
We were embracing one another,
We didn't know
hugging
that
one
it was
another.
our last
We didn't know
service.
that.
We
We
didn't know
didn't
that
know.
until that following week, that week of.
Yeah.
That's when the pandemic started. That's
Wow.
when they shut the world down.
So the world closed.
And wow.
What the one Facebook post say? Your mom used to say, "Calm down. Outside ain't going nowhere." Now look at outside. Gone.
Outside is gone.
Man. Yeah, you're right. Literally, the world closed after that. But isn't it interesting? God allowed the service to stop and minister in another way to where we were able to embrace each other, not knowing we were getting ready to go through a season where we couldn't even touch.
We couldn't
Be 6 feet.
Yeah,
We couldn't even. Wow.
that's powerful.
Yeah, that was.
Man.
That was our first. We had our first. Then that same month, we just that we didn't stop. GPWA didn't stop. We wasn't like, all right, well, we'll see y'all because we ain't got no other hope and we don't know any other ways to connect with the people.
And church is only limited to 4
Pastor
walls.
Jay was like, we going live from the house. Let's go. Let's get it
From the
done.
house.
I said the house.
Yes.
What we doing?
Yeah.
Where we going? How we gonna set it up?
Nothing
Don't
stops.
worry.
I even remember the first post he made. He had said traffic won't be a problem.
Yep.
We just here on Facebook Live.
And they were still late. I'm like, y'all still late.
The building is closed.
But the church
But the
is
church is.
And that's why we had to redefine church.
Yeah, we had to. You had to redefine church. Wow. I think this was a challenging time too for pastors just across the country, across the globe. How do we take church that we have normalized being in a building and now switch it up to still stay in touch and connected to our members. And I think it was just a challenging time, but man, God blessed us with an amazing team, and a group of people, individuals who were not afraid to follow after God's plan. And we right here at the house, Lady P here hooked up that background and switched some things around. Maya got on at our camera. We didn't have no camera then. We had to still using cell phones. That was one good thing too. I got to put that in there, y'all. We didn't just start Facebook once we went into the pandemic. We were doing Facebook the whole time on our cell phones. But once we got here, Maya was the camera woman, hooking it up every Sunday. Lady P was the praise and worship leader.
I was blessed by that.
You know?
Oh, thank you, Jack. Yes, I actually called you in one day, remember? I said, come with me and we'll sing together.
I actually forgot about that.
Right. But I said, James, just don't break the chair, man. Okay? Because you're going to be shouting.
That's an insider. That's an insider. Y'all get it?
Because I'm fat.
Because I know how you worship. You be worshiping for real. You be like, I can't do it, Lady P. I'm like, oh, God. Come on, James.
Yeah, man. You know, James will go in the New York Minute. Anytime, anywhere. When Janet Jackson made that song, it was for James when it comes to his praise and worship. Anytime, any place, that's James. He would go in. Bowling alley, woo, don't get me started. Don't play with it. Hold my mule. But that was good, man. We were flowing here, having church in the house, and churches had to do it all around. But man, we were blessed enough again to have the creativity to be able to do what we do, to try to make it look as appealing and attractive as possible with what we had, right? And that's important to do in ministry. Don't make excuses, make it happen.
Yes.
All right? Don't make it. Put that in the comments. Come on, you already know,
Put that
right?
in the comments. Just tag us in it.
Yeah, just tag. Don't make excuses, make it happen.
Yes.
That's what's up. So March was the turning point for all of us.
Yeah. Then we got to April, which was our 3-year anniversary as GPWA.
Yeah. April.
We still celebrated that. We did.
We actually celebrated it after the first pre-recorded Good Friday service.
Yeah. So that was that entire weekend.
Yes.
We had Good Friday. And then Resurrection Sunday and the church anniversary.
Yeah, I'm sure it was the same.
Yeah. But that was the first time, again, we tested out pre-recording from, our devices, our phones. Set it up and had the garden scenes, the Garden of Gethsemane.
When you praise dancing right in there, I'm like, what?
She danced and preached, Maya.
Yeah,
and two other ministers, and I think I myself was on there. Yeah. So
I was like, how did she change that fast? You just preached and you danced?
Oh, and that was also the first time we came out with the credits at the end. At the end of that Good Friday service. We did it like a full production.
But God was giving all of that to us.
Yeah.
You know, as each month, you know what I'm saying? He just broadened our, he's amazing.
I think our horizons, our parameters were stretched. I think we were preparing. God was preparing us to operate with creativity. I'm confident of that because of what we were doing then. We didn't know what was getting ready to happen in the next few months as it relates to the creative arts in the church. But that night was definitely a mark that says, this is the direction of the church.
Do we have the feeding the hungry gift bags?
That started, changed the way.
That's all in April.
It was doing the feeding the hungry. We couldn't go to the shelter anymore.
Yeah,
They closed the shelter.
They closed the shelter.
So we had y'all had to wait. What other way can we do this? And the gift bags came.
Things
You
don't
don't just
stop.
stop.
You don't just stop.
That's what I'm saying. Ministry is a lifestyle. Things change, but you gotta figure it out.
And
And what else can we do? Because we're
Yes.
still in the community, and we still want to impact and benefit the community.
And
we don't want to be without the community.
people was able to. They were still giving.
Yeah.
They were still giving. Because of that, we were able to do what we do for the community. You know, it's
Absolutely.
like God was like, God, you have not, failed us.
Yeah.
You have not. He's still the same. He was still the same.
As a matter of fact, I think even with the giving, I think that's a great point. People still gave, and I think when we all had to go to social media, all churches, it even more so expanded our audience. And now you got people from all over the place who were tuning in every week. To the services and giving to what we were doing. So we thank God for that. But yeah, just because it was a pandemic, people still had problems.
Absolutely.
And so, you know, we are problem solvers. And God gave us that, you know. We were able to go out all over this community and feed to several suburbs. And we were able to give out those gift bags. We drove there, knocked on the door, handed it to the people, and it was just a tremendous time. And man, it just does something for you emotionally when a person shows how appreciative they are for a snack pack. That's the GPWA snack pack. We just put some sweets in there, some fruit in there, some juice. We did what we could do, but they were so appreciative of it. And it was just made me feel good.
Yeah, definitely. And then of course the next month we had Always Mama's
Day. Mama's Day. Yeah.
Come on, Mother's Day.
Always love my mama. Hey, she's my favorite girl.
You only got one. You only got one.
Oh my goodness.
We had the tribute.
Mother's Day tribute.
So beautiful.
You know, I love it. We always able to show love to the mothers and the fathers, but in May, show a lot of love on Mother's Day.
We had Don't Let Go in May, Dance by Maya, which was wonderful, and then this production that was Jarrett Perdue Productions.
Man.
That's when everybody got to see another side of that.
Shot by Ladrine.
Right. Man behind the camera, don't ever get his face shown, but he did that video. Travis did that, aka Ladre, and that Don't Let Go was dope. And
it was perfect timing. Like imagine if you would have had that idea in 2019. Like it would still be effective, but the timing of now, like people in the hardest time of people's lives, 2020 has been like really hard for people, and just that encouragement, like man, don't let go.
Don't let go. The whole concept with the black and white to color when you touched them, that was dope.
I really could see with that basketball.
Man.
Boy, looking like Jesus Shuttlesworth. So proud of you.
Man.
We had the nursing home visit.
Every praise.
We sung outside. We ordered, I think, 80 pieces. We fed the entire staff at that nursing home.
They were great.
And made posters. Man, that was a phenomenal time.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Kids was out there. It was really nice.
It was something too, just because like I said, just to see how much everything had changed, how people were staring out the window. As we was up there singing, you know what I'm saying? It's something how we can still come together even though we can't be together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Still give encouragement, still find ways to spread positivity. Spread love. I'm talking about that right there. That was just a day full of love, man. And I said that just hit me. That really hit me differently. Holding up posters and people looking out, waving, smiling. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, wow, God, like this is
nursing home.
You know what I mean?
Some of them weren't even, and it was really good because in a nursing home, you know, they're not allowed to really have visitors right now either, so they can't even really see their families. That can get, kind of sad. So I feel like it really,
I work there. I work there. Yes.
Imagine
so that right there made. I know it made their day. I know it did. They probably was all emotional, you know.
Wow.
And our energy brought so much, every praise is to our God.
And we out there acting like we wanted to be there. People enjoyed that.
It was like a little parade, really, actually, because we walked around the building with the posters. It's like a little parade.
Yeah, appreciate the members that came out to participate and with us in that. And that was impactful. And just, you never know how far that goes. People may not remember your name, but they will never forget how you made them feel.
Maya Angelou said that.
Yes, Maya Angelou. That is not me, that is Maya Angelou. That's right.
Maya Angelou.
But also during this time though, there was this sense of social unrest as well. I mean, during that time is when we had George Floyd, among others that of minority race, blacks were being killed by police officers, crooked police officers, or whatever you want to call them. They were being shot and killed, and this was just a dangerous time, social unrest. it was an unease in the country. There was almost like a line being drawn in the sand that says, "Hey, what side you gonna be on? You with us or you with them?" And it was really powerful during that time. And I had the opportunity to speak to the community and with the mayor during that time, and some other pastoral leaders. We were able to speak just on behalf of what was happening in our community. How did y'all feel during that time?
That was all in June.
Yeah.
There was too many names. That was in June.
Too many names.
Oh yeah. Well,
Too many.
was that you?
Yeah.
Was it you?
I think that was me.
Oh, okay then. You want to give us a little version of what you just said? Just a little, Jace. Don't hold the whole thing.
Too many hurts, too many pains, too many nights, too many days, too many stereotypes that's painting negative ways, too many visuals on the streets of another person's face, too much lack of respect, too much strife and neglect from the one whose job is to serve and protect. And it hurts, I can't lie, when I see a person die, and a lot of people try to make a point and pick sides, when the truth is the points made is useless, when ways of injustice prevail to go through this. I can't even sit and pretend to act clueless when I see these people's lives handled so ruthless. It's gotta be a better way, I know it is. For my people with our hands up, we wanna live. For my people with our hands up, we wanna live. Man, we just wanna live.
I'm trying not to go insane, hoping that I heal cause it's so much pain. Even though I knew this is not a game, and I'm still writing too many names. I'm trying not to go insane, hoping that I heal cause it's so much pain. Even though I knew this is not a game, and I'm still writing too many names.
Too many lives, too many tears, too much oppression for too many years, too many fights, too many lost, too many guilty cops somehow still getting off. Why can we not see the system is broken when justice is clearly disregarded in the open? And you wonder why the people acting so reckless. For years I value a life been disrespected. Not saying I condone every action of the riot hands, but being a black man, you best believe I understand. It's a real double standard and we need help. And if you don't think so, you're lying to yourself. And to my people I'm connected with that don't get it, just imagine if that RIP was my image. Then I wonder how your thoughts on these things would change, and probably then you would see that it's all the same.
I'm trying not to go insane, hoping that I heal cause it's so much pain. Even though I knew this is not a game, and I'm still writing too many names. I'm trying not to go insane, hoping that I heal cause it's so much pain. Even though I knew this is not a game, and I'm still writing too many names.
Lead our hearts, Lord. We need you, God. Standing in proxy for all the lives that got robbed. Listen, we just wanna live and have justice and equality, and stop being killed while on the state's property. I pray that we can come together and stop the separated hate and start living better. So let's all stand together and have unity, and stop destroying our own lives and communities. It's time to rise above and spread love fluently. And I'm just trying to look out for you and me. I'm just trying to look out for you and me. Just trying to look out for you and me. Too many souls, too many chains, too many fears, too many blames. And this country got a lot, so much, too many shames. But until we change, I'm still writing too many names.
The media, they look at it something different. They don't care about my resume. They don't care about me not getting in trouble. It's just another story, you know, and it's a real story. They don't have to pay for it, and they're gonna milk it for all it's worth. As far as people,
see how I felt during that time is like exactly how you were saying, especially too being a black man in America. Mm-hmm. You know what we've been facing for a few years. It just hasn't been being recorded.
Yeah.
And then now for it to have such a platform to where the George Floyd incident that reached the entire world. People was in other countries protesting for us and stuff. So it was just like, it was something I'm like, man, I'm glad that there's some light being shed on it, but at the same time, it's still happening.
Yes.
And it was still, not much being done.
And your words, you know what I'm saying? You wrote that.
Oh, yeah.
My God.
Man, and
my God.
It's
you
something,
wrote that.
it's something, too, just speak on the way I felt, because Pastor Jay actually came to me with too many names. He was like, man, just write some how you feel, and the way that was just birthed. You know what I'm saying? It was like, I was feeling that way. He just asked me, could I write something? And like, and it's something, too, how like when you just sit and just go over your emotions and reflections, and like not just me, but every black man, every black woman, every black child, you know what I'm saying? Just the way that we was feeling in a time where our skin is a threat, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, for that to become such a front line the way that it did, as prominently as it did, I believe it was perfect time for him to come to me and ask me to do that. And it was just, I was actually shocked at what came out of it.
It was a blessing to people.
Even
blessed people.
Even with the, once again, perfect timing, because when you all shot it in Chicago, if I know you all seen it on the clip, how the different scenes of different stores with busted windows or boards put up and graffiti everywhere. That wasn't just clips pulled from any and everywhere. That was in real time. That's
real
actually
time.
happening. Like that, we really went through. Do you think about that? Like when I think of riots, I'm thinking history books. I'm not thinking 2020. Like I'm really alive during this time.
I told James that. I said I feel like I'm living what I read in history class. Like it's repeating. And then if for that to be around Father's Day, which was in June as well, and that service alone is just wonderful.
You know, even with like too many names and the support of black lives, and even with black males, not just black males, because black women were also killed, I think, in disproportionate numbers as relates to police brutality. However, I think that video and then Father's Day coming up was very significant, and we want to make sure we did something for the fathers and even black men, not just black men or not just fathers, but also black fathers, just to support them during that time. So it was great.
Yeah. It definitely was. And then that's when Redefinition came out.
Hashtag with the red background. Redefinition.
That was in July.
That was in June.
That was in June. Oh, but y'all got to tell them why Redefinition came out. Redefinition came out because we were, at that time, if y'all remember, they were up and down about reopening churches again.
Right.
And so we were like, okay, so the building we were in, I went back to, renegotiate and see what we could do to try to prepare to come back in whenever the world opened back up, which we thought was going to happen soon, and it didn't happen. And it just didn't go well. I was frustrated. I told my wife about it. I was like, man, I called my wife. And then after I left that meeting, I called my wife. And after I talked to her, the Lord told me to call one of my good friends who pastors in California, Pastor Christopher and Foster. And Pastor Foster shared some information with me that helped me in the next phase of what we're gonna do. See, we help us one to another. This ain't no time to be jealous of folk out here. You know what I'm saying?
This is a sermon, right?
Yeah. I said, man, let me call my friend. This is my brother.
Right.
I told him what was going on. He said, man, you in Chicago? Why don't you consider doing this, and that? I said, boom, that's it. Called my wife back. I said, man, we got it. This is what the Lord is telling us to do. Talked to the team, had a meeting with the church, and that's when we came up with the whole redefinition, because we were getting ready to redefine the way we do church.
Well, between that and then that's when July came, and we had a whole new location.
Man,
oh, did we change?
We had a new location. We was in a studio in Chicago. I think somewhere during that time we had new members class online.
See, that was great.
We had to start redefining what church looks like. It's like, why are you waiting until you get back into the building to have a new members class when you got people who want to join online? So I had to change my concept of what church was. So new location, the studio, and that's when we're going to Chicago every week. Yeah, it was dope. Filming up there.
Setting up.
Doing a whole service. No popular names.
The popular no names.
Popular no names.
Yes.
No popular names.
Right. Same thing. Message Bible version.
We didn't know who they were.
We didn't know you.
Hey, come on, let me pray for them.
Right.
On the rap.
Man. But those series were powerful.
Yeah.
You know, powerful series going through those things. I like series though.
Yeah, I really like the popular no names. You gave out people that don't have names in the Bible, but their purpose was still impactful, and it was still powerful, and it was still significant and necessary. So like, you know, clearly if it wasn't necessary for us to know, it wouldn't, you know, be in the Bible. But even people without a name was important. I really like that. Really touched me.
Yeah,
wow.
Went through, answered the question just a little closer.
Yep.
Beyond this point, and return to sender.
Yep.
Wow.
Look at Jada like she really was studying the word.
I was there sometimes.
What month are we on, y'all?
Well, now we in August.
So, quick commercial break. And when we come back, we are going to pull 3 names. So stay tuned, right? So you can receive your Cash App. We may be pulling your name, so you don't want to go nowhere.
Okay, we're gonna pull the names. We're doing 3, right, Pastor?
Yes.
All right, Pastor. All right, so the first one is Ronnie Pittman.
Ronnie! Thank you, Ronnie, for your support. Thank you, man.
Wow.
Remember, we're pulling people who are following us on the different social media platforms. So we just randomly put the names in there, randomly pulling them. All right, we put the names in there and randomly pulling them.
I might think I'm cheating. I ain't looking.
Right.
All right, next winner is Kenny Mason.
Yeah! All right. Congrats, Kenny. Thank you, man.
One more.
Teresa.
Teresa Neely.
Yes.
Teresa Neely. Thank you, Teresa.
Wow.
And Keith. Because you know, Keith's going to be like, did they say my name? They just said your name. They should say my name too.
Keep too cool for school, man.
Right. Man, we thank y'all. Thank you for your support. Thank you for following us. Thanks for sharing and all that good stuff. All right? Look for your Cash App. Where we at? We got to wrap this up soon.
In August, we had our community day.
Man. So our community day came as a result of us going into our new building. Listen, I'm telling you, this was the year of manifestation. Yes. So we went from the house, right? And God blessed us to do ministry in the house. Went from there to the studio. We were able to do ministry there in the studio, and then God blessed us to get an entirely new location to operate in and have our ministry operate from. And so before we went in to have church, we wanted to do what we're known for doing and be a blessing to the community. So we had community day.
We also did a little tour of the building. Really nice area.
And then we gave giveaways away too.
Yes, we did.
Giveaways. Opportunity for people to vote. They could register to vote during community day. Gave away gift cards, food, got to meet people in the community. So it was a great time of celebration. And then we got to come into the sanctuary and pray. And even the people in the community and some of the people that partnered with us came into the sanctuary and prayed with us. And we're excited for us. This is kingdom, right?
Yes.
And so we don't be competing in the kingdom. We celebrate one another. So August was a great time.
I'll never forget that the first time we walked into the sanctuary, he was like, listen, y'all, I just need y'all to give a praise right now. This is our first time being in here after all we done been through. You mentioned the house, the studio. And then we got it there. And man, let me tell you something. Y'all know I was in it. Come on.
We know.
Right.
Man, just to be here for that whole experience though, and to be able to get another location of that. Let me tell you something, that manifestation was real.
That manifestation was real. God was doing it. He kept his word. He kept his promise through it all. Had our first service in our new location in September. And so just had a great time. And that's where we have been from September. We did that. I don't know what else we did.
Welcome to Me, your birthday.
Welcome to Me dropped in September. That was another GPWA production. Welcome to Me. When it did the interview, that was phenomenal. All right, that was on our YouTube page. That dropped this year.
Yeah.
Our Instagram page dropped this year. Look at all this stuff that was manifesting. We went from being
One follower.
Right, come on.
From YouTube.
Man.
100 and something now.
Yeah.
And if you missed Welcome to Me, you can still go watch it right now on the YouTube.
Come on, do that.
Come on. Go ahead, make sure you smash that subscribe button.
Smash.
Leave a comment.
Come on.
Leave a comment.
It's YouTube law. You have to say it.
GPWA. Go ahead and do that. Watch it, come back, comment, and tell us you watched it. You know.
Come on. Somebody had a few months ago had asked me a question. They inboxed me a question, right? And it was a personal question they had inboxed me. And so what I told them was, I said, hey, I actually answered this question, and I sent them the YouTube link and said, go subscribe and watch it on our page. That's how I get people. I'm like, I answered all this. I talked about all this. I was an open book on there, but I think it was a great time and opportunity for me to be transparent. So September was dope.
It was good. October, we had the series Put Them
out.
Put them out.
You got to go.
Put them out.
Get out. Get to stepping. I think I did that during one of the sermons. Felt that Martin Lawrence anointing. Martin Payne anointing on me right there.
Reverend Lawrence.
Right. That was dope. October was great. Also, what we have after that in October. November, what do we have?
We had the Holy Ghost Party song that became
of course.
Nothing but the Holy Ghost Party.
Yeah. Now, you know what? I didn't make that song up. I just sing it all the time.
Right.
I don't know who made that song up, but I've been hearing it for years.
We did.
But
you got a little thing to it.
oh yeah, we did. We added that.
We had the best version.
At GPWA. Come on. At GPWA. Anybody know GPWA? That was it. You're right. We did that part. That is ours right there.
That part. I'll
All
say
right.
this much. Anytime you around Pastor J, you have to be ready.
You better be
to
ready.
come up
You
with a
gotta be
song.
ready.
He gonna call you up like, come on, y'all, let's sing this song.
Not just with a song. You gotta be ready for anything. I'm talking about, look, if an asteroid coming through the building, like, all right, James, preach your sermon. Watch. So you gotta be ready for anything. I'm talking about just be ready. Be on your cue, man. I'm telling you.
We had the Thanksgiving boxes.
Oh
Thanksgiving
yeah,
giveaway,
that was
which
really
was
Oh, that's
nice.
right. That's right. We got to feed the community. We were able to give over about 14, 15 baskets out to families, and they were able to come out and they were blessed by it. It was just a great time to be able to again bless the community, and that does my heart well.
And it was full of boxes too, not
Full.
just a plate.
Big old
I'm talking about
turkey.
full
meals.
stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Lady P was in line at the store, and the woman said, "Wow, those are some big turkeys you got." I was like, "How we get these big old turkeys?" But I knew she would find them. Anybody's gonna find them big old turkeys. She gonna find them big old turkeys. You get them big old turkeys from, girl.
Bless him, Lord.
Man, but that was a great time, man. And then what we have in December? That was it, right? December.
Well, no, in November we had the apparel, GPWA apparel come out.
Oh, y'all repping.
Hey.
Y'all something else.
I know it looks good on me.
It
could look better on
We got merch.
It looks good on me, but it can look better on
You got masks,
We got merch.
We got merch.
merch.
Right.
Merch.
Man, wait till they see what's coming up though. So, man, we got hoodies, t-shirts, masks, and mugs. Come on, we got the mugs over there. It's gonna be great.
Sip with GPWA.
Yeah.
Sip with GPWA.
While you watch us on Sunday morning.
Yes.
That is. All right, we got December. That's it. What is it?
Yeah, in
Because we
December
gotta get ready to go to
had
church.
The, Undercover Boss.
Yep.
You had Image Breakers.
Image Breakers. Mephibosheth.
Right. Come on. We had what's called a Christmas program.
The stars are brightly shining. All is calm. All is bright. Baby boy, would one day rule the nation.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
We gotta have our Christmas dress on. You know how you have your Christmas.
Christmas sweater.
James performed, and then we had Marriage Works come out.
Marriage Works. That was a bad.
Another production.
Another GPWA production. Table talk, man. Another one. Yeah. For day and night.
That was number 1 on Billboard.
You know if love is gonna last.
Who gonna do Kim Line?
Then we must avoid the
never giving up. You're my priority in life. Let's have a table talk for date night.
Yeah. That's what's up.
We go to this church.
Man, that was a phenomenal time, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, and you can still catch that on YouTube.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Still go back and watch that video.
Watch it. Make sure you subscribe.
So
Like,
go
ahead, order. You gotta
you know what I'm saying?
Did they just push a button and just like
one button.
Smash the button.
All they gotta do is take the mouse, right? Put the cursor on the subscribe button.
Okay.
Click. Then go down to the like button. Click. They can type something in the comment section. Oh my God! Don't make me feel it. Back to the Facebook, and they can make a post and say I subscribe to the YouTube. Then they went to the Instagram, and they also followed the Instagram. Let me tell you something. You don't want to miss what we got going on in this next season. You saw the manifestation. But let me tell you what we
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
We're about to go away.
if you want to know,
We almost gave it away. You know what, y'all? Listen, on that note, we want to thank you all for rocking with us this year. Thank you for your support. Man, we thank you. Every member. God kept his word.
Even in the year of what we feel like is lost, he still was able to, well, not able to, he did. He manifested. He did.
And we wanted to do a recap just to go through, and I know we probably missed some things, but just to go through some points of God keeping his word. This was the year of manifestation. Yes. We don't just do themes for the church for the sake of doing them.
Right.
I only do them if God has given them to me. Amen. And so 2020 was the year of manifestation, but we get ready to go over to the church because we got to tell you what God has told us for the year 2021. All right? We only got about 20 minutes to do this too. All right, so we got to rush. Y'all driving?
I'm ready with y'all.
All right, everybody go. Get over. Let's get to the church. All right. It ain't over, y'all. We got somewhere to go. Hurry up. Let's go. All right. Get your shoes on.
Drop my shoes. Drop my keys.
I'm about to drop it. What God gave me.
All right, how we gonna do this real quick? Cause I don't want to miss this service. Hold on. Let me. All right, okay. All right, first name, Chili Johnson.
Woo, Chili, my man.
James.
You about to get it, man. You about to get it. All right. We gotta keep.
Okay, Kevin Freeman.
Kevin, my man.
All right, congratulations. Okay, Latrice Wilson. All right, hold on. Okay, Angela Norwood.
Angela.
And Caleb.
And you know what? Yeah,
all right.
Angela.
Lavelle.
Stepper. All right,
Congratulations. You won the CashApp.
Man, look, y'all check forward. Now we gotta go to the service
Hurry
now.
up. I'm gonna get that.
Hallelujah. Y'all let me know. Hallelujah. Come on, y'all. We are almost there. We got a few more minutes in 2020 left. God has spared our lives. He's caused us to overcome every obstacle that the enemy brought our way. And look at you now with a few more minutes of this year left. You have not just survived, but you have thrived through this. You've thrived through the pandemic. You have survived and overcome loss. You have overcome tragedy. And God said, I'm getting ready to give you a prophetic utterance. Y'all ready for what God has for us? I said, are y'all ready for what God has for us? We only got a few more minutes left, y'all. Let's go. What is God saying? God told me to declare to you, GPWA and those that are listening alike, God said, proclaim the prophetic utterance that we're getting ready to move into for 2021. God told me to declare, even as we come to the end of this year, with less than 20 minutes left in this year, God said, all I want you to keep repeating and articulating as you exit one year and into another year. He said, I want you to declare the words, I made it. Come on, everybody holler and say, I made it. Come on, I made it. I know I'm not there yet, but I can see the finish line. I've made it. Now listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't just make it physically. It's not that you're just alive right now, but you have also made it mentally. What are you saying, Pastor? What I'm saying to you right now is you're not just alive, but you're alive and in your right mind. Come on here. Talk to me. Tell somebody I still got my mind. I still got my mind with the strain and the stress of tragedy, one after the other. I said we've had tragedy, one right after the other. Before you could catch your breath, somebody else had passed away. Before you could attend that funeral, somebody else was sick and in the hospital. We've had the stress of tragedy, one after the other. We've had, in 2020, we've had social unrest. There's social unrest in the world, in our communities, and in the streets that we live in. In 2020, we've had this political tension. In 2020, we've experienced a racial divide. The exposure of racism in this country alone has been illumined like never before, where there is no empathy for races who do not look like you and have had your experiences. In 2020, y'all, we have seen, unfortunately, we have seen the lack of love that should have been exposed from the church. Help me out here. We have seen a lack of love in a time when the church should have shown the love of God. There has been a divide in God's house, and instead of being on God's side, the church has made us choose what side we're going to be on. And not to mention the pandemic that all of us had to go through, not to mention Corona that we've had to deal with. God told me to tell you, with the social unrest, with political tension, with racial divide, with the lack of love being exposed, and even through a pandemic, to leave this year in your right mind is a testament in and of itself of God's strength in your life. Put it in the comment section and say, God kept me. God kept me. He kept me. He kept my family. He kept my heart. He kept my emotions. The Lord kept my mind. I need you to say it one more time. Open your mouth and say, I made it. I made it. Come on, I made it, y'all. I said I made it. We got about 16 minutes left. I made it when I didn't think I would make it. God help me. I said I made it when I didn't think I would make it. I made it when I said I can't take it anymore. I made it when I made plans of giving up. I made plans to throw in the towel. I made plans to backslide. I made plans to quit, but look at me now. I've made it. This is why I'm drawn to Hebrews 10 and 39. Look at the A clause of that scripture. The Bible says, but we are not of them who draw back unto perdition. Did you hear what Pastor Jay said? The word of the Lord said, we, God help me, are not of them. I need you to find your group right now. Look at your neighbor and say, we ain't with them. We are not of them. It is interesting, ladies and gentlemen, as God began to reveal to me the vision for 2020 as it relates to GPWA, as God prepared me for the direction of 2021, He told me to look at that scripture. He said, and I want you to pull out the part that says, who draw back. God help me. Who draw back? He said, I want you to understand what I'm saying in the text. We are not of them who draw back. That word, who draw back, when you translate it from the Greek, it really means the timidity of one stealthily retreating. God help me. You are surreptitious, if you will. One who is stealthily retreating. That means you're retreating in caution. God help me. It's the type of person you are who wants to quit, but they're trying to quit in a way where nobody sees them. They are drawing back in a way in hopes that nobody hears them quitting. Very stealthily. I'm just going to back up from it. I hope don't nobody see me. I'm just going to sneak out of this. He says, who draw back? Those people who try to leave without being heard or even being seen. It is my belief, ladies and gentlemen, that they do it in this manner because they know if they are noticed drawing back, it would not be approved. Oh God. So they got to sneak back. I hope nobody sees me drawing back. I hope nobody is paying attention because I understand if they see me, they will not approve of what I'm doing. I gotta talk to you all. God told me to prophetically articulate it to you. He says you have maintained because when you felt like quitting, the Holy Spirit said you can't quit because you know God wouldn't approve of that. When you felt like throwing in the towel, there was a conviction of the Holy Ghost that says you can't throw in the towel because you know God won't approve of you quitting. When you were ready to curse them out and whoop up on their head, God, you could not draw back because God said, you know I would not approve of you quitting for such a time as this. He wouldn't approve of it, you all, because you are not of them who draw back. God, I gotta talk to y'all in the 12 minutes I got left. God said, you know I wouldn't approve of it because you are not of them who draw back. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, there is a group of folk who quit. God help me, James. There are a group of individuals who give up. But God said in 2021, let me be clear as to who God said you are. You are not of them. God, do you hear me out there, James? I want to tell you, you ain't with them. You are not with them. Who are we with then? We are with they. Who are they? They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as an eagle. They, where my theys at? Where my theys at? They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. We are they because we sure ain't them who draw back. Tell somebody I can't quit now. I'm 10 minutes away from the goal line. I can't quit now. I can see the end. So now God said, having obtained help of me, you have the ability to continue. Because you have obtained help of me, you're not taking credit for standing. You're not taking the credit for having obtained. You understand when you look at what the enemy brought you this year, the only reason I'm still alive is because God helped me. Is there anybody out there right now? Y'all might as well get with us. We almost there. Anybody out there that knows God helped me? God helped me. Oh, no. When I look back over my life, I have to articulate this is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. So having obtained help, I continue to this day. Here's where we get happy at. Pump me up with that music. Here's where we get excited right now. God says, having obtained help, you continue. Oh God, I got to go. I got 9 minutes and 22 seconds left. I continue, which means, ladies and gentlemen, that at the end of 2020, it does not mean the end of my story. He says, I continue, which means when I cross over, y'all, into 2021, my 2021 shall not be a rerun of my 2020 because I continue. Tell somebody I have to be continued. God, who am I talking to right there? Put it in the comments and say to be continued. You thought it was over for me. God said to be continued. You thought 2021 was going to be a rerun of 2020. The devil is a liar. I need you to prophetically declare in the atmosphere right now, my life is to be continued. God help me. God told me to tell you that it's a continuation. It's this continuation. It's going to push you beyond your comfort zone. I need y'all to hear me now because we're getting ready to shift. I need them to hear me. This continuation, Lorenzo, is getting ready to push you beyond your comfort zone because 2020 it has taught us how to adapt in uncomfortable places in order to achieve. Did you hear what I said? Break it down, break it down. 2020 has taught you and I how to adapt in uncomfortable places to still be able to achieve. So what happened to us? We had to change and had to adjust and adapt the way we do school. We had to adapt to the way we do work. We had to adapt to the way we do church. We had to adapt to the way we celebrate. We had to adapt with graduations and with weddings and birthday parties. 2020, it showed us how to adjust and how to adapt in uncomfortable places, yet we still achieve, and yet we continue to thrive. Did you hear what I said? I said we ain't just survive. I said we thrive. They shifted our job, yet we thrive. Changed the school system, yet we thrive. God help me in here. Whatever it threw at us, we adjusted and we adapted and we achieved. Y'all ain't ready for me. In 2020, it showed us how to achieve in our normalcies. Are they ready for me, Lady P? Are they ready for me, Jada? I said 2020, it showed us how to achieve in our normalcies from an uncomfortable place. But Chile, I don't think they got it, because in 2021, God said, I'm going to show you how to expand from our normalcies. I got to say it again. In 2020, we learned how to achieve in our normalcies from an uncomfortable place. But God said in 2021, I'm getting ready to show you how to expand from your normalcies. Y'all ain't got it yet. You're not going to achieve in normalcy. In 2021, you about to expand from your normalcy. For the Spirit of the Lord said to the gathering place, worship center, worship assembly. The Spirit of God said, this is our year of expansion. Y'all ain't ready. He said, this is our year of expansion. I done let the cat out the bag. Y'all thought I messed up when I said center, but that's part of the vision that God gave me. Not just a church, but a center. For this is our year of expansion. Shake your neighbor's hand. Say, neighbor, I must expand. I got 3 minutes left. The year of expansion God gave us in 2020. He gave us the word of manifestation, and we already showed y'all how God kept his word. He brought it to pass. He did not bring manifestation just for you and I to keep things normal. He brought manifestation not for you and I to do business as usual. He said in 2020, I brought manifestation so that in 2021 you could expand what I manifested in your life. I'm getting ready to go, y'all, because I see the interest of 2021. God said in the 2 minutes and 30 seconds left, he said there are 3 critical areas for this expansion. Y'all gotta go watch it again, because I know y'all going crazy. He said number 1, for the year of expansion, you have to see what's next as what's now. Y'all didn't hear me. He said in the year of expansion, stop talking about one day. Expand your mind. It ain't one day, it's 2 days. He said, see what's next like it's now. God said, expand your perception. Number 2, God said, for the year of expansion, he said, trouble is not your ticket out, but trouble is your ticket in. Away with all these cowards. Every time they see a little trouble, they run out the church. We are not of them. It's expansion time. For number 2, God said, expand your perspective. I got to go, y'all, because we got 59 seconds left. The last thing that we got to do in the year of expansion, after we expand our perception, after we expand our perspective, God said, for number 3, if it's comfortable, it's too common. Y'all don't want to talk. God said, if it's comfortable, it's too common. What you saying, Pastor? Expand your parameters. Who am I talking to? Open your mouth and say 2021 shall be the year of expansion. I'll see you on the other side. 2, 1. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy! Come on, y'all. We made it over. We made it over. We crossing over. I'm expanding. Vision expanded. Marriage expanded. Business expanded. Network expanded. Net worth expanded. Happy New Year. Welcome to the year of expansion. Saith the Lord. Come on and praise her. Lose your mind. Go on and go crazy. You ain't seen nothing yet. Expand. 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 Happy New Year. Give me a little bit of music. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. We're getting ready to take off. I decree over my own life, you shall be an author this year. You shall produce a movie this year. You shall enlarge the church this year. You shall create a studio this year. Y'all thought it was just a church. It's the year of expansion. He's getting ready to do exceeding abundantly above what you can ask. Prophesy over yourself. Declare your expansion. You declare it. Stop waiting for somebody to validate you. God already told you. I manifested in 2021. In 2020, it was manifested. In 2021, you will expand on what I manifested. And it is so. I see y'all putting it in the comments. I see y'all putting it in there. Come on. I need to see it. Let us know where you're getting ready to expand. I want you to say it. This ain't no time to be scared. We are not of them who draw back. We don't draw back. We expand. We don't draw back. We expand. Come on, y'all. We don't draw back. We expand. Said we don't draw back. We expand. We don't draw back. Come on. We expand. Come on. We don't draw back. Come on, y'all. We expand. Where y'all at? We don't draw back. I'm talking to you. I don't want you living beneath God's best for your life. This is your year of expansion. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. If they could not stand you before, wait until you expand. This is your year for it. Father, I pray for everybody watching this now. I pray for everyone that's going to watch it later on another social media platform. I decree and declare for each and every one of them right now, God, that this be their year of expansion. That they take what you have given them and they max it to the best of their ability. And then you, God, put a super on their natural. Let there be miracles in the first 30 days of this year. Let there be miracles. Let there be grants in the first 90 days of this year. Let there be provision in the first 90 days for every vision that you've given. For every visionary, every creative person, every leader, every pastor, every CEO, every entrepreneur, let there be a spirit of expansion. Come on, y'all, let's go out in a praise. Tell them Happy New Year. Come on, tell them Happy New Year. I love you with the love of Christ. I'll see you on Sunday, but until then, you better be expanded. We don't draw back. We expand. Come on. We don't draw back. Come on, y'all. We expand. Hey, we don't draw back. Come on, y'all. We expand. Oh, we don't draw back. Yeah, we don't draw back. Hey, we expand. Hey, we don't draw back. Hey, we expand. Yeah, we don't draw back. Yeah, we don't draw back. One more time for your holy mind. We expand. We don't draw back. We expand.